Hello and welcome to another update of Homewood Vale. So a little bit done since the last time. If we have a look at the station area, you can see I now have the fencing all along the bay platform and a little bit to the end of the station building as well. I was very fortunate. I found this, had some old super quick platforms, so I was able to cut the yellowy sort of fencing out. Also, they do a top for the fencing, which nobody seems to notice in the kits, but that I had some of that left in some old sheets. And I've stuck some posters and things on, and I'm quite happy with that. And I've also now finished the retaining wall in the station area, complete with the concrete capping. And obviously, if we look across at the bridge now is completed and stuck down. Now, I'm quite pleased with the bridge. I don't know how close Doug can get, but you'll see that we've got the brick arch over it. We've got a horizontal brick bar and 2 brick pillars. So there's quite a bit of detail on that in the bridge. And I really enjoyed actually sitting and making that. That was an enjoyable couple of evenings projects. I will at some point show how to make that. I did make a few errors. I had to do a very complicated template to do the brickwork for the inside of the parapets, because obviously what I should have done is put brick paper on them before I put the road base on. But as you can see now, all the road's finished all the way down the hill. So the station area is coming along really quite nicely, and I'm quite pleased with that. The other big change then is just across the road from the station, where I was going to have my little warehouse building. However, I was looking at the whole layout and decided that it was all getting a bit railway-fied and I hadn't got a lot of other interest. So I sat last night and built a little row of terrace cottages, railwaymen's cottages, which I'm quite pleased with. It was impossibly tedious at places, cutting out lots of windows, and when I do another one I've got some quicker methods. But I was quite pleased. There's curtains in the windows, which I don't know if Doug can zoom in to show. And that'll sit there, and I'm going to do some back gardens with an outdoor privy for each as well. So that's really why I changed it, because rather than a rather boring warehouse and another loading dock, I've got the ability now to actually put a little bit of scenic gardens in there. And what I may do is then look at putting a grass bank in all the way down through this area into the goods yard. And then the other sort of layout changes. Firstly, I've had a really good hoover because it was getting a bit covered in muck and static grass. And also I've discovered again the advantage of not ballasting track, because over on the left hand side I had a couple of locos. I've been doing some extensive loco testing, just derailing at one point, and actually I solved it by reversing 2 bits of track. So one, what was here was there and vice versa, and just lifting them and putting them down worked. I also had a problem with the point in the goods yard, and again, that wasn't very difficult to put right. I had another point, relatively simple to unscrew all the track, relay the track, give all the fish plates a bit of a clean, and we're away. And that would be a major job if I'd ballasted the track. So the last bit then that I've just actually sat and done prior to this video is I've just fitted Pico PL11 point motors on all the points. Now this is a bit of an extravagance if you're doing it on a budget. However, some years ago when I was still able to get into classic model rail at Ticehurst quite often, he occasionally has these for £3 each. They're second hand, and obviously that's a lot less than the sort of £12 each they are new. So with 5 points there, £3 each, 15 quid, not too bad. The thing is with the point motors, at home I need the 2 over the back, 3 over the back, because I can't quite reach, and when I'm exhibiting it I won't be able to reach the 2 at the front. And unfortunately, because the layout's on a raised area, it shouldn't be too bad to do the wiring. We do have a booking now for the layout for the Something show next May. Doug will probably put the dates up, but we'll give a shout out nearer the time. But we're huge fans of the Something show. It might be a little club show, but it's very friendly. It's one of our favourite shows, so I'm really pleased to be booked in there. So what we'll do now is we'll just do a little bit of film running of some of the locos. I've discovered that most of the 060s will go round now. All of the 040s, some of which are lovely. The 262s go round. including a Bachmann one I've got. Some of the bigger locos are not really comfortable. So rather than making them run around curves they're not comfortable around, I'll just run the locos that are. And I've also discovered that you have to use good wagons that are very free running. If there's anything like stiffness in the wheels, they tend to derail. So lots going on this week, but I'm still really pleased with it. And thank you as always for watching. And as I say, we'll finish with a few locos running, and we look forward to hearing your comments and seeing you again next week. Hi, thanks for watching the video and for the nice comments. Click on the left for a previous video in this series, click on the right for another video you might enjoy, and please don't forget to click to subscribe, like, comment, etc. Thanks again.